Hello, Americans and other friends and subscribers around the world. We're back again. Morning coffee time. I don't know if we've done a morning coffee time.
It's been a while.
I don't really know what we've done lately. Yeah. We've done a lot, but yeah. I'm not sure what we've done. Getting wood. We got a load of wood yesterday because it go up on the fences and stuff like that, and came down with another load of tamarack. No grouse yesterday, though.
No. Didn't even see one.
Yeah, no. I really like when we are doing our fence line. We go up, we get to do our fences, so we get, a little jingle in our jangle there, and then we get a load of firewood and dinner.
Yeah, no dinner.
That's right. That's a good day. No dinner.
It was salad for dinner last night.
Yes, it was. And then, let's see, what else, man? Getting ready to get after it for the snow flying, man, because man, it's the temperatures. I think today, man, the cut off sleeves and stuff.
It's the last day.
Yeah, tomorrow it's supposed to be what, 68?
I think so.
68 or something is the high tomorrow. Today's
86.
86 or something. But I'm hoping to do maybe before we go back north, but I haven't done a blacksmith. I'm getting ready to get back on the knives. I've done a few knives. Then we had a special order that we finished up and sent out yesterday, but I haven't done any blacksmithing videos. I haven't really done much blacksmithing. I got a lot of awesome materials. Yeah, it's just too hot, but and then yard sale season keeps us busy and hopping with that. So I'm getting ready to get back on the knives, and I'm gonna get it. I will have a roof over that forge this year. And actually, I've moved it 17 times. Where I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it back where originally it was, and can't see it on here, but the back side of the very first little building thing that I built here, I'm going to tear that section down and redo that. I don't know how much of that will get done this season, but there will be a cover and start putting the blacksmith shop. And then today I'm actually going to start getting stuff and try to put I'd like to set that sink in there in the cookhouse so that we can start getting it, because I want the walls. If we get the walls and stuff up before the snow flies, and I have the lumber and stuff out there cleaned up and stacked up, covered, so that I can get to it, we can work on that all winter long. And hopefully we're getting to hang out there this winter. We're going to do something about a wood stove or
heat.
Well, I want to do a rocket stove out there. So much, man. We got and then yesterday, Miss Kitty, she got up at 4:30 to go potty and got back in bed, and I woke up and I'm like, what are you doing? She, I don't know what she said, but so then she lays down, but she'd turned off because it was cold, cool. So she'd turned off the fan. The next thing, man, we got a cat running across the top of the vagabond, and then we ended up getting up at 4:45. So that was I think for a long day. So we were pretty whooped yesterday after the fence. It was pretty warm yesterday. What were you saying you were gonna mention or talk about?
Oh, just
that's a mosquito.
Yeah, it is. What's he doing out here in this cold weather? Just do a little catch up on after the snow melted. Yeah, I'm watching him.
I got it. Yes, I did.
After the snow melted and what's been going on this summer.
Oh yeah, that's our well. We had our water test. It's all good. Our well's all good. I do need to. I'm gonna have to get another pressure tank. Uncle Earl actually was telling me that he has one up there. He paid $700 or something for it.
But if the new subscribers weren't watching in the wintertime, we had a early thaw of the snow melt, heavy snowpack, and it flooded our wellhead.
Yeah, so then we were hauling water for a long time this year, man. I got to actually get with it. Got a couple of guys I got to talk to, because, man, we're going to have them come in, and, man, I won't be hiking in here again, man. We're going to have them come in here and plow and stuff.
So the flooding of the wellhead was more of the snow melt that was on the ground, living on the creek, up high on the property. There's a breach. We had some flooding in the driveway, and
that's a normal. We've got, for the most part, our flooding, because I've had people ask me too if I've done anything about it. One thing is not having the equipment, and we have started not as much as I probably should have been.
No.
But I have started hand digging another
Big
little
old
ditch,
trench.
trench deal over there. But the amount of snow that we had
Was
we had more, which it doesn't mean anything to you if you're not in Idaho. But McCall, which McCall sits at
5,200.
52. That's what I thought. 5,200 feet. You know, we're at about 3,200 feet. And McCall, they have the winter carnival. We actually did a video up there of the winter carnival and all that stuff. And we actually, all winter, had more snow down here than they did up in McCall last year. It was just a crazy, weird winter.
Any storm that got even close to us dumped on us.
Yeah, so as far as the flooding last year, because people are, well, man, why don't you do this? You know, everybody's always got, hey, why don't you do this? Hey, why don't you come do that for me?
Love to.
But
time and money.
there was nothing you were going to do. There was so much snow. You know, I mean, you can look at the videos, but I can't even remember I was measuring at 3 or 4 feet.
Yeah.
And when all that started melting, I mean, obviously when the weight of all this melts down, it just does this. You know, there was nowhere to go. Basically, we were shoveling, making, rivers and paths and stuff like that. So there was just no avoiding the flooding. It wasn't the breach of the runoff as far as the runoff itself.
Right, we never flooded from the runoff.
Yeah, we didn't flood from the runoff
No,
because we took care of that the very first year that we got flooded. We took that culvert out, and that's pretty much taken care of that
The
flooding.
runoff flooding.
But and I don't know what, man. The old timers are. I just see that hawk.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's landing right there. Beautiful, beautiful little red-tailed hawk. But what the heck was I talking about, man? I
Snow
got
melt
taken.
and what happened over winter.
Oh, and the old timers are saying how, man, I hate when they say that too, but saying how this year, it's going to be worse than last year. And I'm like, oh, no.
Great.
Tell me that, because that's an old timer told us how bad it was going to be
this
last
year.
year. But, I don't know, Farmer's Almanac. We were reading in the Farmer's Almanac, and they're saying it's supposed to be a drier winter than ever so.
Right.
Oh man, when you live this way, you just
gotta,
take it what it is, man.
Do
It's
what you can to be prepared and
that's it. Take it one day at a time.
make sure you got plenty of coffee.
Yeah, of course we, always have. We're dreamers for one thing, so you always have your dreams and your goals or whatever that we make. And I mean, I just went over. Actually, a friend of ours, or, acquaintance or whatever, but she's a producer gal, and it's the ones that came out here 3 years ago and met up with us and did a little film thing, and nothing came of it, for a documentary. But she just reached out or contacted us, just kind of checking in a couple days ago, and we're supposed to get on a conference call with them and talk to them, let them know where we're at. But anyway, I don't know what come or any, mainly I think just catching up. She keeps in contact with us. She's one of the ones that we have a handful of the ones that
are easy to talk to.
Yeah, and that can't believe that we never got a TV show or whatever. Which I don't, man. I've talked about that before. I don't. I don't really want a TV show, man. Somebody running around following you all the time with a dang camera, but. And honestly say, I mean, if the money was there, we'd do it. And I mean, not to be some greedy thing, but man, if somebody came out here, we really would, definitely would be involved in documentaries, and just people living, against the grain or alternative lifestyles or whatever. I'd definitely am interested in those kind of things as far as, TV show type thing. Like I said, man, it'd be the money. It'd be that I could end up out here with a new 4-wheel drive van and a tractor. I'd be happy. I'm yours. 6 months.
Go play in the dirt.
But anyway, I wasn't even getting on that. I don't even know. Oh, it was about, we were just talking and just emails and stuff, but we're supposed to give her a call, but just talking about our plans and our, did you just sigh at me?
I did.
What was the sigh?
I don't know. I guess I got up too early.
Was I boring you that much?
No.
But, we got a chemtrail, man. But, oh, we were talking, I wrote it all down, and then, me and Miss Kitty always go over. If she writes it, she'll read it to me. If I write it, I'll read it to her, before we send it out or whatever. And just, was just going over, because we hadn't talked to her in, 3 years?
Yeah.
And going over what has changed in, the 3 years, and then we're going on 5 years since we bought the homestead. And you watch that very first video, that tied it, and wow, man. I mean, that's the plan, and everything from that to where we're at now. And that's, we're pretty used to things changing because really nothing, I mean, other than our property and, living as close with the land as we can. Because we don't say we live off the land, we live with the land. But living as close to it as we can. But, I mean, we have one chicken. Yeah. Man, we were doing this farm thing. That all, didn't, which just kills me, man. Because down when we moved on this property, we'd had our chickens and for years.
Yeah,
chickens and the goats and and down there, occasionally we had the problem with the fox at the one property, but down there not quite as much. And I mean, I grew up with chickens and stuff, and we'd we had skunks. I remember the skunks were a real nuisance on the ranch and stuff. But anyway, we've lost all
Farm
our
animals.
So I mean, that obviously makes us kind of go off into this direction. And then grandbabies and the kids, when we first planned on doing this, all the kids, we were all gonna build build this homestead little community thing with us and the kids. And of course the kids get older and get married and have babies and go to college and run off with other people and stuff like that. And so it just didn't go, none of that. So that didn't go. So that makes you turn another direction.
Right.
So then, and now, we're empty nesters, which we're digging it. So now it gives us a little bit of freedom to go, do what?
Do something.
Yeah, so to change again. So here we go again with a different, and I mean, still number one, tied with getting the van, but is we're building this homestead. This is definitely, this is going to be our home base, and now we're actually, and we'll see what comes of it. Like I said, it could change tomorrow, but we're shopping for which is a money thing too. And by the time we finish our fence, we're hoping to have us a bigger van, older van, and then we're going to convert it, and we're going to do a little traveling. And we're actually looking at, which was, like I said, you just never know, but we're looking at properties up in northern Idaho because few reasons, actually. The opportunities for the junk business and the secondhand business between here and there is amazing. And then something closer to Uncle Earl as he's getting up there and could use us being around more. And of course, Kevin D. and Mackenzie being up there. But I mean, 2 years, who knows where the Forest Service will take
Him.
Kevin D. or
Them.
whatever he ends up. Both of them. I mean, you never know.
Nope.
It's like I said, man. We take it, man, one day at a time. Man, we get up in the morning and it's like, okay, so today. So I mean, but that's kind of where we're heading with things. Am I missing anything? Kind of where we're heading with things. We're actually looking forward to. I mean, even if we didn't have which is not the reason we were talking about it, getting a little chunk of land is basically so we can get up farther north and have a place. Because the one thing we learned, because everybody's doing this van life thing, these kids, I watch a few of them, man, they're, it's awesome. Mm-hmm. But they show, most of the stuff they show is the,
Happy days?
Yeah, the happy days, man. We lived in a motor home with 3 kids and traveled around for, 5 years.
It's not all happy.
No, it's not, man. And actually, and now 20 years later, the good memories, which it's always that way. You remember all the good things. But, man, I tell you what, we can sit and talk and think about it and, reminisce about some of the not so good things. Man, dude, it's a rough way of life. I'll tell you that right now. And the one thing that we always dreamed about having was this place.
A home base.
Yeah, it's a home base to where you could retreat to, because when we'd come in and, you know, was wore out from the shows and the, you know, mechanical issues or whatever it was to have a place to go to that was ours. You know, we had a, we had a shop that we had rented. You know, we could pull in there, you know, but it was a rental, man. It wasn't, and it was actually costing us, it was a lot of stress because we were paying $350 a month for it. You know, and our payments on this place aren't that. So, I mean.
And it wasn't even comfortable place.
No, it wasn't, man. It was gravel. You know, it wasn't like, So, I mean, to have this retreat, and so that's where our little, you know, our van life or whatever you want, we don't go with all the hip, whatever they're called. Yeah, the time I actually did use it in one of our titles. Just to grab some people. But, you know, we always considered ourselves, you know, kind of gypsies when we were running around, you know, and everybody calls us hippies, and which I guess we got a little bit of that hippie in our soul. We're 70s kids, man. What do you think? Yeah, our parents are all a bunch of hippies. But, where was I going with that? Oh, and anyway, so that's so to have this home base, this will always be our home base. You know, it's Hillbilly headquarters, but then we're, you know, having the, because we'll never, I mean, unless this property turned out to be worth $1 zillion, I'd never never give this place up. But we'd like to find something, you know, in the same price range and wheel and deal our way into something like that where the payment was about the same, because living the way we do, I don't know how you put it, man. The kind of stuff in our, you know, we pay what, $230 a month, $230 a month, you know. Man, for that, you look at your mortgage on your, you know, if you have a nice house, like when we had a house, what were we paying the payment? $1,700 a month we were paying for a house in a subdivision that they hated me.
You couldn't even pull a camp trailer.
Yeah, I pulled camp trailer. The city was always out there putting those orange tags on my stuff, and I'd argue with them, and then I'd pull it up on the lawn, and then they'd come out and tag it again, and they hated me in that county. But anyway.
Those were the days.
Those were the days, man. You can't be a junker and live in a little cul-de-sac. Cul-de-sac. I can't live in any neighborhoods, cities, anything. Just, I got too much junk. But,
got more mosquitoes out here.
So what was I saying, man? I just got sidetracked.
I don't know.
Oh, those are some furry things. You just gave me the look, Kitty, on camera. But that's the, I completely lost my train of thought because you're talking about mosquitoes. I was talking about that was the having, you know, place. Oh, that's what I was getting at. That was the mortgages.
Yeah.
Because for what you pay, you know, like we said, we were paying $1,700 plus a truck payment, all that, man.
Yeah.
What the heck, man? Yeah. We played that game for 5 years or something. Too long. And so, man, the properties like I have, like this place here, man, for that, how many, man, I could own 5 4-acre parcels all over the place, man. You know, and that's kind of what we want to eventually. I mean, I don't want to bury myself. This one will be paid off in less than 5 years. And then, you know, we get ourselves into another one, and then we just like to go around. We always joke that, you know, how people go from Canada down to Arizona. We always thought if we could go from northern Idaho down to southern Idaho. Yeah. But what we'd like is to have, like, we can go up to northern Idaho, and we're looking at properties a little over halfway between us and Earl, and which gives him a place to retreat from, too. But and a place to stop in his travel. Right. You know, all of us a place to stop in our travels and stuff like that. But then, and another one is, because we'd really like to, we've never been to Quartzsite, Arizona, to the big swap meet. That's been one of our dreams since the motorhome. We never made it down there in the motorhome days. We just stayed.
Well, I've been there when I was a kid. But...
Yeah, I've been through Arizona, but I haven't. I went down to Arizona with Marshall that time, but that was just going across the Hoover Dam out of Vegas and stuff. But I haven't. Yeah, I want to go down to that big flea market, man. Be a blast, man. Yeah, we were always told back in the day that our kind of stuff, if we hauled our kind of stuff down there, that would
do real good.
Knock them dead, because you get down there, lots of beads and rocks, you know, a lot of that stuff, and then you bring that stuff back up with you. Yeah. How'd I get out all that?
I don't know.
I thought you were going to do the talking today.
Why'd you think that?
Because you were so talkative before I turned the camera on.
Yeah, right.
She's been up since
5.
5 this morning. I didn't get up until what, 6:30? 6:30? And then today, see, we're sitting here having morning coffee chat, man. What's going on around here? Today I got a call. Got a friend who got a call that he's probably gonna be selling his place and
Needs to liquidate.
yep, and he's a pretty good junker. So there's a bunch of treasures up there that he wants us to come up and take a look at. So I'll probably give him a call here after we get done with this and maybe run up there, see what he's got going on, and I got a couple of knives I want to make and start building. Oh, list. Do that. Mosquitoes got a bunch of packages. You just chasing mosquitoes or something? You're
I
not?
am. I've got mosquito. Look at that. I got mosquito bites all over my leg now. Right there.
Maybe some spray.
Back on the back.
You're all gung ho for doing a video, and then you just sat there and looked pretty.
No, I'd let you talk.
Okay, now you talk.
Yeah,
What you got to say?
that's it.
You said you had some things you were going to talk about?
I did.
Oh,
Just
you
talking
did?
about what happened over winter and
You want to keep talking about it over winter?
no.
No, you want to talk about what's coming?
Hey, we got 3 months, 2.5 months.
Yeah, and that's actually when we bought this place. We actually had bought it in July, you know, and but we were still had all our junk down in the flatlands and started moving.
In
and
August.
yeah, we were just going from back and forth, actually paying rent on that dump down there, and we actually, our first full month was October.
Yes.
Yeah, our first full month up here was October 1st, and that's when I started building this cabin, and which I've changed, obviously changed. If you watch the videos, it's changed a lot, because now we had no money. I borrowed the last $100
In gas.
in gas
to
to
get
get
up
up
here.
here for the last trip, man. It was just like, wow. So, I mean, when we got up here, everything we had was all
In a big pile.
in a pile here, and of course our eBay, we still had stuff on and selling, but it was definitely, that's actually when I went gung-ho into making knives. But anyway, I built this place, framed it and used that old metal and all that in, 20 days or 19 days or something like that, just so we'd have some kind of cover shelter. No, I guess I'd built that one because I'd do this one on the weekends, and it was more for shade.
Yes.
Yeah, which is now the kind of the shop. It's kind of just a shed, is what it is. But pile of crap, man. I gotta go. My tools are just it's just insane.
Looks like a hoarder lives in there.
This whole place looks like a hoarder lived here, man. But yeah. So I'd done that. So I mean, so 3 months, But man, it'll go like this.
Yeah.
But we got to it's the roofs is the number one thing. And then, like we said, the temperature's supposed to change. So we were just talking, got to get some sheets and stuff pulled out, because in 2 days, the low's 38.
Yes.
Yeah, 38 or 36 degrees is the low. So, man, we've got
tomatoes.
so many tomatoes on the vines that haven't even
started to
turn.
Green.
So, and hopefully we can save them. And that's the other things I want to build, is so we can grow cold crop.
Cold crop would be great.
Just frame together some little something. We don't have anything that I could frame it around. We don't have any cold crop items or things out here right now. I'd like to get some lettuce and peas and that kind of stuff. We got all them peas. On me? Skeeter?
Yep, see
Oh,
him?
look at him, man. What is going on? He's trying to dose himself up for winter.
Yeah.
Get his winter supply. So let's see. I think that we're planning on don't know what day for sure. We got to make sure our fences are all
Up and
good to go. Which yesterday we went up there and I forgot the cameras. We would have actually filmed it, but we had 2 fences down. One was cut by the dang hunters, and then the other one, man, looked like a herd of buffalo got tangled up in it, man. It was just a mess. But the other one, I'm pretty sure it was, man, it looked cut.
Yeah.
So hunters going up there and cutting them. And then actually this year usually it's the campers during the summer, that leave all the trash. This year was amazing.
Yeah.
Man, we picked up very little trash. And what was it, last year that we were picking up when I said I should do a trailer, man?
I can't remember.
We probably picked up, that one year, might have been 2 years ago. But that one year, man, we picked up probably a heaping truckload. I'm talking full-size truck, not the green bean, in that one year.
Yeah.
But this year, I don't know what's going on, man, but the camps have been... Man, the campers, we haven't been up by the lake or nothing, but the camps have been clean. But now, it's the hunters that leave. We went into one yesterday and picked up a bunch of trash, and the hunters are the ones leaving the trash, and that's usually...
the opposite.
Yeah, it's usually opposite. That they usually are more prone to keep it clean and all that, but I don't know what the heck's going on there. Anyway, so you got anything you want to say, Miss Kitty? Oh, and we're planning on going north there. See that?
No, I don't think you did. I think you were getting to that.
I was
talking
getting
about
to
the
that.
fences.
See, I get so sidetracked because I have so many things. Right now, really, I'm out there and I'm chopping wood, unloading my truck, and building that floor.
Yeah.
So I'm doing that right now as we're talking. I just need 5 of me. But, yeah, so we're planning on getting the fences. That's what it was, is getting the fences, making sure that they're all good, because last time we went up there, thought they were good, and get up there the first night and get a call that one of them's down, and I'm like, oh man. No. So luckily, ended up getting taken care of and stuff. But so we're gonna make sure our fences are all taken care of and head up and see Mackenzie and Kevy D, and then probably go up and see Earl for a quick trip, and then there's we want to go check out a couple of little mountain towns and stuff where we, like I said, been looking. I mean, we ain't got the money to buy one right now, but definitely want to start.
Check out the areas.
Yeah, we're trying to. Yeah, we want to make sure that it's, because we end up buying another piece of property. I want it wooded this time because that was, this one was Miss Kitty's, which I like her. I like my creek bottom, but I'd like to have some pine tree wooded property too, so that'd be a little farther than I planned on it being, but it's awesome up there, man. I love it. The only by Earl's, so man, there's a lot of people up there. That's one of the reasons I'm looking not quite that far north. Oh. But,
you gonna start yawning?
Oh yeah, I got too much to do. I think I'll just lay down and take a nap. You can do that for me. So anyway, I don't know what day we're going to go up there, but...
Make a trip up there.
Hoping to go up for, a couple of nights this time. Last time we just went up for an overnighter. Seemed like we were up there longer than that. But this time we'd like to go up for at least 2 nights. 2 nights, 3 days. Come back, but got to do it all, until our fences, because we do our fences till the 15th of October. Well, and it could run longer, but depending on the season.
Depends on the cows.
Because they have to get the cows off the land or off the mountain. Sometimes that's a nightmare. Man, that bull, I wished I'd had the video camera yesterday, man. That was the first time I seen that, and this bull was huge. Man, he was as big as the truck. Yeah. Big as the Mazda, man. He was a big mother, and just looks at us. Of course, Kai's acting all Billy Bad Butt in the back, man. It's like, dude, that one you don't want to... that one, he had kahunas, man, like that. That was one big bull, man. He just looked at us as we went by. I mean, he could have flipped the...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, he was crazy. I'd never seen him up there before. That was the first time. But anyway, that's about all we got today, so better get off our butts and get busy. So good Lord willing and the creeks don't rise. We're back again real soon.